Hey everyone, Jason up, New 80s Revolution down here in the slightly more organized cave than yesterday. And so basically what I did was today I had, I saw like 6 people today, 6 or 7 people. But I for some reason my day was staggered today. So it seemed like I was able to come home every hour from 9 to 6 today. I think I worked 9 to 6, but I didn't. I worked 9 to 10 and then had 10 off, came home, worked 11 to 12, had 12 off, came home. And I don't know, that's just how my day played out today. And I lived 3 minutes from my office, so I actually come home. And every time I came home, I came down here and did a little bit more stuff. So I actually got a lot accomplished today. And I'm pumped up. So I'm going to show you that. But more importantly, the Amazon. This is why Amazon Prime is just a tremendous service. Because I was not expecting this until tomorrow. But it is here today. What is it, ladies and gentlemen? It is the 4-port RF modulator. Audio switch, whatever. So we are going to be hooking up this Zenith System 3 that is sitting right here in front of me. With this little product, we are going to hook up the VCR. We are going to hook up the bootleg Sega. We're going to hook up the bootleg Nintendo. And we're going to hook up the DVD player. And finally, I will finally have a fully functioning floor model console TV. Even the Zenith before this one, even when I got it back in the day, it still had a little wobbly picture. It still had a slightly crooked picture. So that was never like a perfect TV. This one is, and now this is going to make it even more perfect. I can't even remember who sent me the link to this. Might have been Mike of Many Mikes, maybe. It might have been somebody else. And as soon as they sent me the link, I grabbed it immediately because it's $13.99. All right, so I'm going to start that now. And I don't want to bore you with all of that. So I'm going to get the TV turned around, and I'm going to start showing you my setup, and then I'll show you the progress that we've made today. I've done some stuff that I've wanted to do. You'll see. I'll be right. All right, guys. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to take the AV cables that are right there in the back of the TV, and we are going to plug them into the output of this 4-switch modulator, like so. So now basically this is hooked up to the TV, and now all of our fun stuff is going to go from the device to the modulator, and then we'll be in business. I have to get rid of this. I have this old RF modulator that we can get rid of. It is not needed, and it is taking up an outlet, so I will get rid of that. And so the first thing we'll plug in is the bootleg Sega. Now the bootleg Sega is just one of these at home or at games, whatever. I don't know what these are. It's one of these dollar store Sega Genesises. And it's got, like, I don't know, 40 pre-programmed Sega games. But it also plays the cartridges, which I don't know why I didn't know that when we first bought it. I don't know. But it's still not a Sega. It's the color's off. The sound is off. It's still not a Sega. So my man, G.I. Joe Ron, is currently hunting through his stash, and I'm going to be purchasing a real Sega from him. But in the meantime, we will hook up this bootleg Sega. So we're going to call the Sega, we're going to do Sega on port 1. You got four batches here, 4 connectors, and we're going to run the Sega off of number 1. All right, so that's that. And then we will do the DVD player, and we will do the bootleg Nintendo, which is also actually the bootleg Nintendo is one of those, like those, they sell they sell like a ton of these. Different companies have tons of these. And again, not ideal. It's just not ideal. It's got problems. You see the 3-in-1s and the 4-in-1s and the 5-in-1s. Play your Sega, play your Super Nintendo, and all the reviews on Amazon are so mixed. That they break after a week. This one has been okay so far. The problem is you cannot get these games. Look at this. You cannot get these games out. Yeah, I don't even want to. It's in there so tight that you have to wiggle it back and forth. No pin damage or anything, but these games go in so tight and it's so hard to get out. So I think my next, and the original NESs are just so finicky. I am so tired of getting them and then having to replace the pins, and then it won't work. And so I bought one of these. My next move with the Nintendo might be a original top loader, because they aren't as, I don't think they're as tight or as faulty as some of these bootleg versions. So, and they've come down in price. That thing used to be, really expensive. It used to be a $200 or $300 item, and now they're not. So they've come down. I think I can probably get one for $70 or so. But I'm going to be after a top loader. That'll probably be my next Nintendo. This works fine for now, but I can't get the games out, so it kind of deters me from playing. But this is going to be our next hookup. So I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this situated, and then we'll come back. We'll check it all out, see how everything works out. All right, guys. So we've got most hooked up to this. As you can see, the Atari is running off the antenna. Is running off the coaxial. Pretty smooth. This has been touchy, guys. This has been a little tricky, and I like how the camera messes up when this is on. But so the Atari runs off of the coaxial. If we go to the AV source, we use the 4-port switcher. Now, this has been touchy. I've had to change ports. Like the Sega didn't want to work on port 1, and it's I've been down here a little while. So let's check. We have the VCR on port 3. All right, so that is, we got the VCR with probably something that'll get copyrighted. All right. Whoa, sorry about that. Basic Instinct, maybe, I don't know. All right, so the VCR is working. Okay, then we go for the Sega, and the Sega is on 4. Perfect. Okay. We got the Sega on 4. We've got the DVD player rocking somewhere. 2. Boom. Now I'm going to label these, obviously. But the DVD player is working, and I got to program the old $5 remote to this Philips DVD player so we can check out some Chuck Norris Karate Commandos. So that is working. Now, the only problem is the bootleg Nintendo. I think the the power cable is busted in the back. This was working like, you guys have heard the kids play on this, but it is so cheap. This was only $29.99, that stupid little, what is it called? Classic N, okay? $30, and it works like $30. It was working fine, but then when I started to move it all around and hook it up, it stopped doing what it was supposed to do. So we are currently without a Nintendo. In fact, I am 100% without a Nintendo right now. So it's on to, man, the Nintendos are so finicky, and I hate messing with them so much. I just hate changing the pins and just messing around with them. So we're probably going to do I'm going to try to get a top loader Nintendo, I suppose, and see how well that works. But so far, let's see if we can get it all working again, because it has been touchy. We get the, yeah, see, it's touchy. It does not want to, it doesn't want to always, oh, there we go. Okay. Cool. I guess you got to do it a few times. I don't know. But, yeah, see that? It won't like, so then if we hit it again, boom, we got our Atari. I don't know, whatever. It's from 1989, and I have 4 pretty awesome things hooked up to it right now. Crazy wires everywhere. The 4-port video audio switch was finicky, was giving me a hard time. Obviously now the Nintendo's not working, so we still got some work to do. I got to get a Nintendo. I have to have a Nintendo. My friend G.I. Joe Ron is giving me one. I replaced the pin, and then it stopped working again. This one was working for a while now. It doesn't work. I need a Nintendo. I need a working freaking Nintendo. I know how to change out the pins, the pin connector, and that's easy and cheap. But man, these things are so touchy, and I need a good one. I need a good Nintendo. So if y'all want to make some money, let me know. I got a Sega coming, hopefully. I need a Nintendo now. Again, like my 27th Nintendo that I've ever had. All right, so let's I'll give you a quick room tour, and we'll wrap it up. Let's go for a spin. All right, guys, so here's the finished product here. Atari on the floor, just like it was when I was a child. I cleaned up those cords a little bit, so they're looking good. This is junk. This is going to get scrapped. I hate that. That was the worst $29 I ever spent. There's my old Nintendo. And I'm going to do some work on it. I can get it to power on. I can get the red light to stay solid. I'm going to try some stuff with that. All right, so here's what we've done. I have condensed all of the NECA Voorhees stuff onto one shelf and got rid of the boxes. Boxes are gone. We moved Freddy up there. Jason's down here. Now this is the part that I'm excited about most. The 80s stuff has some front and center displayage. Finally. This was, you guys barely ever even saw this. This corner was just full. And now we can see some stuff. Now we can see, we got, remember the answering machine conversation from a few days ago? Yeah, I had one. Had an answering machine. There it is. It's right there. Sure. Telephone, the VCR rewinder. I don't know, that weird portable TV. So now my 80s stuff, I haven't seen the front of that VHS cassette tape holder in years, because it's always been face down. Boom, front and center. Boom box. All right. So that's coming along. Now, the rest of the room is a disaster. All right, we haven't figured out what's going on yet. So we got to get that going. TV is finally settled, but the rest of the room, not so much. We got to figure out where that thing is going.
We got this big old stereo that we got to figure out where that's going to go. And so I got some cleanup to do. But here's the start. These are the first 2 brand new shelves. And we have room for more. For now, the VHS tapes are just up against the wall. That's something you guys haven't seen in a long time. That's been buried. So all these, you know, the row of VHS tapes, I'm fine with that for now. I could probably fit 2 more shelves in here on those brackets, so that'll be closed in. If we have room to walk around, I just might lay the stereo kind of here, you know, where that speaker is. I might just put the stereo there because I can still walk around it, right? We've got a ton more floor space than we've ever had. You know, that is all cleared out. That used to be a bookshelf, a small bookshelf in there. That used to be that big old VHS tape holder. And a huge TV was there. So that is cleared out. It is coming along. And we will probably do more tomorrow. TV is happy. Nintendo is still a crutch. We've got to figure out that Nintendo. But we'll get it figured out. So for now, we're going to take a break. I'm going to go back upstairs now. It's late. And yeah, this is all a mess. So this has to all be figured out. All this has to be figured out. But we'll get there. Here's the old PACW arena. That's waiting for us. But we gained a lot of space. Look at all that floor. Look at all that wall. And blank wall there too. So anything that can get hung carded is going to go in that on this side here. Those are going to be shelves, and I got some wall space, so that's good. I'm putting stuff on the door. You can see that. Anything that I can hang up there, stuff that's been hidden for years, stuff that has just not been seen for years, is now getting some show. All right, so we'll get back at this tomorrow. I'll do another update tomorrow. Hope you guys are enjoying these little updates. Talk to you soon.